Hi. Welcome to the site YouTube channel.
Zara tutup. Okay, hi everyone. Good evening. We are at Chit Chat Ang Moh 8. Okay, so again we are with Akka Prema. And tonight we have Liveboard and also other things, other apps, other applications that you can use in your class. So without further ado, okay, Akka, you can take the screen. It's yours. Come, let's go. Your microphone.
Okay, microphone, yeah. I clicked on it. All right, a very good evening to Pan Molly and everyone. Okay, tonight we will be, I'll be sharing on Liveboard, a little on Liveboard, and it's very much similar to many of the other boards that we have, like Jamboard and so on. So I hope it goes through well because there was some hiccups during the trial just now. But we'll just go through with the session, and then at the other half of the session, I promise to share some of the videos of my pupils on language arts, and also some of the activities that I actually is like more to manual things, but we can carry out during our online class. Okay, without further delay, I'll just move on to the live board, right? Okay, so okay, here we go. Okay, I'll go through the features one by one. Okay, the Liveboard app, actually we can download it even on Android phone and also iPhone and also other gadgets like laptop and PCs, all right? Okay, and as usual, like any other Liveboards or apps, we have premium and non-premium usage of it. So when we purchase the premium, of course, we get extra access and so on. Okay, let me go through the features as it is. Okay, if we start off as this will be the platform for it. Okay, when we click onto the Liveboard, this is the platform that will be displayed. So when we want to add pages, this is where we go. So like even like Paddock, we had you know the whole layout of us of the app for us to use, and as you want to add on more, this is where we go. All right. Okay, so this is for moving. If you put any item here later on, I'll be adding on some graphics and so on. This will be for selecting, and of course the pointer, and then we have the pen or marker here, okay, which we will go through one by one. Adding of shades, and then of course the text, and this is basically for maths and science and etc. But I did use this part of the formula in context of spider code, where we have spy codes, and I asked the children to come up with the clues, using the clues to come up with the final answer. Okay, this will be eraser and the addition of graphic and other things, media, and to import in PDF materials. Okay, undo and redo things. And here we'll have the hotkeys. The hotkeys are for you to remember the key letter of all these features here, the keys here. So if once you get used to it, then you know P, okay, is for which particular features here. All right. Okay, for example, I'll just move on with, all right, okay, here. The selection of pen type, this is for us to write and all those things. And of course, we increase the size by moving it here, and the choices of colors, all right? Okay, if I were to, this is like when I'm drawing or whatsoever. So when I use the key, the pen key to move about. Okay, if shapes. Okay, since this one, it doesn't really have sticky notes like in Paddock or Jamboard. Okay, so here one thing is that we can add on the shapes that is given, the basic shapes here. And if you take the premium one, this has extensions to it. Okay, these are the basic ones. Okay, for example, if I want to do, okay, I have a heptagon here. Okay, and then if I want to insert text, then I will move on to the text box. Okay, and of course I can select the colors that I want to and the size of the text that I want to. Okay, so all right, let me see the, okay, shapes. Okay, so if I want to add on the text, okay, I just click on it. Okay, text box, actually I can drag it inside. Okay, and then, okay, for example, if I type in anything here, okay, and I'll place it here. So usually when I'm doing it with the children, I will be sharing this with them, and they have the app actually. And what they will do literally, especially for I think maps, okay. For example, if we have circle map, and I will fill in the title in the center, the keywords for them to for the discussion, and whatever answer they want to key in, they can go along the circle of that is given to them. And children can key in as to how we are typing in. If let's say as later on I share, maybe you can just try to type in. Okay, and okay, the formula that I was talking about here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, there you go. I think you can see that. Okay, these are the formulas. Usually for math, science, I think it might be very useful. But for me, what I have done is usually I'll give them very basic secret codes. Each symbol here will represent a letter or a number for them to decode. Okay, for example, okay, all right, alpha. Then I'll have beta. So then I also can type from the keyboard. Okay, anything that I want to. Okay, just hang on with my line. Okay, it's just hanging there. Just hang on. Okay, all right. Okay, I'll go back again. Okay, equals to, if I have, okay. So maybe when I set the question, I will set the question, okay, this symbol represent certain letters or certain codes. And then when I ask them to decode this thing, and the children, once I insert this, okay, it will be displayed. Okay, so you can see on the display here. Okay. All right. So when it is displayed and the children can actually answer or decode by typing in their answers. This is can only done when I share. Okay. Okay, I invite them for the activities. If not, they can only view the thing. All right. Okay. Then if I were to, erase, I can go by what I want to erase, and also the size of the eraser that I want to use. If it is like I'm going to erase part by part, it's going to be very long, I can just clear the whole page. Okay, so in addition to that, we can also add in media. Okay, for example, if it is video or songs or whatever, but let's try and see, because I tried to add song just now. Okay, when you add in, and the media is supposed to play. All right, okay. So my line is not that stable now. So file not supported. One thing is due to line. Another thing is that if the laptop cannot read at that point of time, if it is too heavy, then yes, it happens. Okay. So mine was playing intermittently. So usually you can be able to play the media here. Let me try images. Okay. Let me choose something from here. Okay. Okay. So usually when you click onto the media, whether it's a video or song or any audio or even images like this, it should be able to be, seen or displayed this way. So from here, I can set in my arrows if I'm going to ask questions pertaining to certain things or for labeling. Okay. So, okay.
I think this Liveboard
Yeah.
use quite big of memory. Dia macam pakai banyak memory kan.
Yes.
Kalau tak
Usually, if the line is not stable, I had difficulties
ah
before that. But if the line
okay.
is clear, then it's quite easy to use. Like is now I'm trying to click onto the arrow, but it's a bit slow. So sometimes it appears very late, and it take a while. But when you are not on any other app at that point of time, usually it should be able to be used without any hindrance.
I see.
Uh,
And any others yang pernah guna Liveboard? Siapa pernah guna Liveboard? So Roger, siapa lagi? Azia? Nope, Azia tak pernah guna.
okay.
Saya guna Jamboard.
It's
Jamboard.
very similar to
Okay.
Jamboard. The only thing is that the major difference between Jamboard and this is the sticky note. Okay,
I
here we
see.
can insert the shapes and all those things directly, which is already given. Okay, whereas in Jamboard, we have to import in the shapes and so on. And the other thing is Jamboard, you have sticky notes available, which is much easier. Here, instead of the sticky notes, it's like you add in the shape, then you have to add in the text into it. For primary school children, especially level one, this is much easier. Okay, they have done this before, but the only thing is that the internet connection, as usual for any apps. Okay, and okay, so when you want to remove, you just undo and redo. Okay, and these are the hotkeys actually. If I were to type in P just now, it will go to the pen. Okay, and all these things will go according to the features that has been given there. Okay, and then for the other usage, the other part of it, okay, this is for the pages that you want to add, and the another additional features that it has is recording. So if I were to record now, whatever that I'm displaying here will be recorded. So when I start, you can see this appears. Okay, so I can either download or save it to the cloud. Okay, so then later I can replay this, and anything that you want to edit here, or you want to take a picture in the picture, this can be done here. Whatever that I'm displaying here will be recorded. So when I start, okay, you can hear what I have been presenting just now, so it can be played.
Oh, okay. So that means you can pre-recorded your lesson
Yes.
and the student can
Yeah.
watch it.
Since mine,
Okay.
I'm having problem with my lines. That is the only part I'm a bit confident comes to using Liveboard. Is just that prior to my lesson, whatever that I need to present my presentation part, I will actually record it. So in case my line, has hiccups, and I straight away go to my recording. So I will just play the recording in GM for them to watch. So the other part I'll be doing it on live on GM or straight away on the chat area. That is one advantage here comes to Livebot. Okay.
Very interesting. And the other interesting thing is that, like you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
dia ada formula sesuai untuk mathematics,
Yeah.
isn't it? And the formula you use it as in giving macam secret code to
Yes.
the students, to the pupils untuk teka. Menarik lah. I like that part.
Because if I were to like basically my classes now I'm teaching year 2 and year 5. Year 2 especially I got 2 classes, and these children, I mean, they have very short attention span. So if I go with direct lesson teaching, it will be a very dull and plain lesson. So when I come up with this kind of things, they will be looking at the symbols and they will be wondering what is this. They will start asking. So you can actually hear them speaking rather than being very quiet and idle on Google Meet. That sort of like entice them to get involved with the lesson. But so far, what I've done is like adding in the audios or visual representations and so on. I will do it in advance and I record. And in a way, if I have any problem with my internet connection, I'll just have my plan B, which is the recording. In case even the GM doesn't work, I cannot have my access to my Google Meet, I'll just text them, okay, everybody come, let's move to WhatsApp. So I will just play the video there. They can watch the video and then I will post whatever that they need to do in the WhatsApp. So it's either plan A works out well, we go live, or we go plan B, which is Google Meet with the recording done earlier, or worst come worst is the plan C. So because anything electronic or ICT, IT, you can't actually anticipate what will happen. So it's always good to have a standby plan in case things doesn't work. But
A
it's
backup
interesting.
plan,
Backup plan.
Okay, Azia was asking,
Uh-huh.
can we have more than one pupils for one live board, like a
Okay.
collaboration in Miro?
All
How
right.
do we share?
Okay, if let's say we have not subscribed to the premium app, it'll be only one-to-one, and mostly it's more to presentation than the access of the children to involve. But if we sort of like have subscribed to the premium one, there are also different premium offered, which is actually one-to-one tutorial, harmony packs 10 and more. So the subscription differs from the number of participants.
Okay, it's always the subscription
Yeah,
that
it's always
offers you
there.
more
That's right.
alternatives for your lesson. So I
Usually,
think,
I
yeah.
prefer to have the recording done and then to play it, because one thing about the recording is that I can include the whole recording into my slides. So when I play it as one part of my PowerPoint presentation, Liveboard become part of it. It's not the whole of it. So if I have any problem with Liveboard online direct, then I have it on my slides. So that's where usually pre-recording really helps. So from there, I have children interacting through GM. So if it is like, for example, if you have not subscribed for the premium one, definitely we have a very restricted usage of it, like any other app for that matter. Okay, and this, of course, we have the chat column as how it is in GM and other apps, and okay, to share, we'll invite, okay, as it is we do for all the other link, we just copy. Okay, we send a link here to the GM chat column. So once they have the link, they just have to key in the session code, and then they will be able to access. Or the other thing is that this one will take a while because we have to key in the email addresses and so on, and then we invite. So the invitation will be sent to the email addresses. But if they are also a Liveboard member, they have the names there, like the code here. These members will have their names. So once we have their names, you just type in here and we send the invitation. They will have the invitation sent via Liveboard itself. That is when we have subscribed for the premium usage. Okay, and of course, to start conference call, and one feature of this is actually like you can see, I upgrade Liveboard to continue using premium feature. This is one of the main thing. Actually, on my phone, I have this because I cannot access it on the laptop. I don't know why, but in the phone, yes. When I'm conducting this, I can also make calls from here. And then that is from Liveboard member to another Liveboard member. Definitely not from non-member to member. Okay. All right. So if let's say, let's look at okay. Okay, this is the premium subscription for individual. This is one-on-one. Like Azia just now, she inquired about is it one-to-one or group? Okay, for tutoring groups, and then for classroom-like experience. So
Oh, it differs from
yes,
for the
yes.
larger group. Oh, okay. So Azia cepat buat kiraan. 7.5,
Okay.
RM15, 22.5.
And we have like
Ah.
14 days trial, free trial, so we can try that out. And if let's say you feel it's worthy, then you can sign up actually for it. Okay.
Okay, Sophia want to have a go.
Okay. And you can see here actually, but I was wondering why it's not into all. Here, I think all these things, as what my friend told me when I pick it up, it's also included, but it's just that one-to-one, they are sort of like listing out for you everything, unlimited recording, sharing boards, and then one student per session, group management. And the voice call is something interesting because I think Jamboard, I haven't done that, voice call or whatsoever. Okay. And the link sharing, of course, it works for all the group, from individual to large group actually. Okay. Okay, so that's about Liveboard. Okay, any questions so far?
Alright, any question? Okay, Azia dah kirakan untuk kita the $22.50 tu dia akan jadi RM93.15
It's a bit
sebulan.
pricey.
Yeah, a
Then
bit pricey, but I think dia ada semua features yang kita
yes,
nak dalam satu tempat. That's what I think.
that's right.
Okay, Sufian.
Hi, Madam Prema. I just want to know
Yes,
whether we could
okay.
have a go of what you had done in your classroom before, because you said you did it once. So
Okay.
why don't you just share one link for all of us to
Okay.
just go and have a look of how exactly
Okay.
the what do we call this thing works when it comes to the just
Okay.
basic account.
Okay. So I'll share the link shortly. Then let's see whether you all can access. Then we can have some write up
And then
also.
because I was wondering, and because I'm wondering right now, because you said just now it was only for one student at one time.
Yep.
Lepas tu, and then when we shared, so basically macam I can't really see what my friends are doing lah. Basically, it's not like Pear Deck when we can see the whole
No.
other person. Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Let me share the link and then see whether we can access. And I think maybe you have a better comprehension when you look at it that way. Okay. Just a moment. Okay. Okay, I'll send a link shortly, and
Tapi betul, actually when you are using an apps that guna yang berat, yang you nak ada banyak-banyak buttons, banyak functions, you kena tutup kalau laptop kita tak ni sangat, RAM dia ni ke apa ke, I don't know what is it called. Kau tanya anak I, dia tahulah. So you have to close any other applications dalam laptop so that
Okay.
dia boleh jalan. Okay. Ada
Alright.
apa? Link.
Okay, I put the
Alright.
link. Try to access the link. Should be able to see the picture.
Enter your name for the session.
It has reached maximum limit.
Siapa yang sempat masuk ni?
Ya. Tak boleh masuk dah.
Anyone manage to?
Tak boleh masuk.
Tak boleh masuk, Mr. Jyoti.
Tak patut betul. Prema, kenapa dilacan kami sama?
Sir, actually, Puan Molly,
Yes.
Mr. Jyoti is my colleague.
Oh, hi. Hello,
and he's-
welcome.
And he's staying not far from my place, Tanjung
I
Pinang.
see.
He knows the problem with the lines, yeah.
Dia tak bayar 93 tu, sebab tu kita tak boleh masuk.
Because I tried to connect my phone to the laptop and use, but it doesn't, because laptop version and handphone version of the Liveboard app is different.
I see.
That's why most of my recording, I do it on my phone because it's very easy, and if I have problem with the internet and all the things, I'm just out of the house, so it's much better when the line covers the internet. But here, when I have it on laptop, I don't know. Another thing is just that just lately I changed to times, right? I was having some problem with the laptop, with the smart TV and everything. I don't know whether the frequency or the setting of the Wi-Fi. Everything was like lagging, and it was a bit difficult. So nobody could access, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Siapa-siapa? Pian? Okay.
So
kalau just now the $22,
Mhm.
it's for a larger group, or they still ada limit to the
actually
people?
the one that I took is
The
the
most
second
expensive
one,
one tadi.
but because my students is like the way they respond and all the things, we cannot have all at one go. So the rest will be looking at the pre-recorded things, except for the children's direct work. So it
Okay.
was like my class, one of the class is only 16 in the class. So I know my maximum who would actually access my GM classes is 8.
Oh, alright.
So 10 was just nice for me. Even the other classes, the attendance is around there, 10, 9,
Okay. Alright.
So it was quite okay for my class actually. So I think if I'm going to, if let's say we're going to have everyone in, I think I need to sort of like try to access the other premium subscription then.
Yeah, probably. So if we are taking, let's say lah, ini kita congak saja
Okay.
kalau kita ambil yang premium yang paling mahal tu,
Okay.
so Azia dia kira RM93.15 kali 12 bulan, then I kalikan untuk you all, dia akan jadi RM1,117.80 setahun. So then you'll be able to have it for your class, provided that the internet line is very stable, so that every buttons will run smoothly. Betul.
True.
But this one I think memang sesuai untuk yang maths or mathematics lah. I think mostly mathematics, but dia ada shapes.
Yes.
Betul? And dia ada formulas. Okay. Any questions? Liveboard.
If it is for our I think map, because since you have the shapes then, usually for I think maps, what I'll do, I will have the maps done earlier using this, and then I save it. If you want to like do the whole drawing and everything and being seen by the student, then you have to just do the recording while you're doing it. And at the end of the day, when they want to answer, it's like that you are playing the pre-recording. So
Okay.
for English, it was very useful on the section of I think map actually, the shapes.
So I think that it applies to primary and secondary as
Secondary,
well.
yes.
Yes.
Any
Okay.
questions?
Yeah. Any questions? Anything you would like to add on? Probably you want to ask.
Expensive.
Tapi I tahu lah Sufian dia apa kecewa tak dapat nak join. Tak dapat nak try. Of course tak dapat nak try kan? Betul lah. See? Dia kata yes, dia nak try. Dia nak
Because
tengok.
just now when I trial run, because I logged in into two different Google account. One I did it from the phone, one from the laptop. I was able to interact. But now it's like all on the laptop. It's like very
Tak
slow.
boleh.
Yeah.
Sufian kata my heart bleeds.
Oh dear.
Ah,
Okay. I think I'll
Itu
compensate
drama
that
dia
with Lebanon.
Okay. Nanti kita pergi restoran tu.
Yeah.
Alright, Akak boleh sambung
Okay,
dengan
so
yang
I
lain.
will move on to some of the things that I would like to share. Okay, I promise some of the videos and things that the children has done for language arts. Okay, in the previous lesson, so I will share that, and then I will also share some of the manual things that I've done, but during my Google Meets, because I know Google Classroom, Google Meet now, we have rooms, we can do group works and so on. But like Ina always say, we are very much old school. Okay, so literally it's like we will be using manual things or conventional method to share things. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so again just give me a second. Okay. All right. Okay. So here, okay, these are some of the activities the children have done. Okay. All right. This is also for language arts. So these are called finger puppets. So finger puppets comes in many different shapes and sizes, but this is the simplest that any child can do. And once you have this done, and they can have the dialogues, role playing, acting out, miming, everything can be done using this. And usually when I do my assessment, my PBD, once it's done, when we ask children to do something relating to language arts, most of us we just stop where it takes in the art form of the language. But the part where it includes language is actually most of the time sort of like forgotten or overlooked. Okay, so after having puppets done, the finger puppets done, what's next? Okay, so once they have done this, I will actually ask them to present using this like mask, okay, the finger puppets mask and all the things. So they have to role play or act out or dance or sing out while using whatever the text or the chants that we have given to them. And this recording will be sent to me for assessment. So at least they not only they have fun creating all these things, but the language part comes in. Mostly comes to language arts. We focus more on the creative part of creating something artistic, but the language part doesn't come in along. It doesn't flow well. Okay, so this is one of the things that they have done. And okay, let me share the other part of it. Okay, these are the cookie catcher that they did. Okay, when they were doing the topic of lunchtime, their lunch box. Okay, so inside the cookie catcher, they will have informations, but this was more on the vocab thing. All right. Okay. So So inside the cookie catcher. Okay. All right. This is taste, and they were doing what they call phonics, the sound. Okay. So it can actually apply into many part of the language activities, but just that we need to sort of adopt and adapt. Okay, this is one chant. Okay, this is year 2. Let's watch it. It's about clothes. They're only year 2. The parents were quite cooperative in coming out with the video. Okay, so these are some part of the activities, and some of them very basic, but they know what it is about they're doing. Okay, so he's not very IT savvy. They don't have the background music, but he did it manually. Okay, these are some of the activities that they've done. This girl, she's very quiet in the class, but when she was given this task, I was quite impressed. She was trying her best actually, and she took the trouble to have the whole thing done, you know. Put on your t-shirt, put on your trousers, put on your sweater, put on your socks, put on your shoes, put on your cap, and now let's brush. A very shy type of a girl, but then started putting in a creative side. Okay, you can literally ask some of my colleagues here who have been teaching her, you hardly hear her speaking, okay, in the class. And these are the activities that I did in the class using all this literature and language things. And actually, it sort of create the excitement in the children, and give them the opportunity without feeling pressured. Without feeling pressured. And one of the other activities, especially those who are very shy, they don't want to talk, but we want them to respond. I ask them to prepare simple cards like this. Okay. So for them to move about, since you are seated throughout the lesson and you are not having the opportunity to move about, but these classes that I've been teaching, I've taught this class in year 1 and now they are in year 2. In my face-to-face classes in school, it's very interactive. So they move about and all these things. And suddenly they're going to see, teacher Prema is going to sit in front of the screen and talk, and I'm going to sit and listen. So it was a bit difficult for us. They will be like staring at you very blankly, and there was not much response from them and all these things. Even last, I think the week before or last week, my PK1, Madam Kalsum was online with me, and she find the activity was quite interesting, and children were actually they start responding. Many of us will have difficulty. They won't turn on the camera, they won't turn on the mic. So it's all about housekeeping from the very beginning. From year 1, when we started having the MCO, GM was very, very new for them. But I started repeating, every lesson, every time. And the thing is, a day before the class, I will be sending them translation of the guidelines, the housekeeping, and also in English. So they have both. Because instruction is something that during the lesson, I won't include or translate in BM. But prior to the class, I will send them both so that they understand what they need to prepare and all those things. So all those things, they have to prepare earlier. So for children, I will always tell them, everything recycle, reuse, that is made simple for them. So I will give them opportunities or ideas of how to reuse, recycle things that is easily accessible at home. because at this point of time during pandemic, income, they have lost income, they have very little financial support and all these things, because the background of the children that comes to my school, they are from middle class, and the B40 group and all those things. So asking them to prepare something very difficult, or you need to buy, it's another issue to consider. So I'll ask them to recycle. Even I will give them suggestions, hardcover of your old exercise books or any other old magazine. So you just use a pen or pencil to tick. So these are some samples that I've shown to them. So when, for example, last week's lesson, we had listening and speaking. So one part of to give non-verbal responses during short exchanges. So whenever they need to answer, I told them, okay, everybody is going to turn up the computer. I will wait for literally for everyone to turn off the computer. So since I've already told tomorrow's activity, we are going to be, having face-to-face interaction through online, and I need to see your beautiful faces. So please get ready. So they know, that means they will have the scarf on. They will be ready, not with the sleepy eyes, with the pajamas. That's why they will be mostly shy to on the, what do you call? Okay, they'll be so shy to show themselves on the what they call screen, because why they weren't ready. Okay, asking them to show themselves with pajamas and all these things, that's what puts them off. Okay, so the early reminders are very important. Okay, and my parents are very used to it already. Every time they know when I'm going to have Google Meet tomorrow, today I will do the housekeeping itself. Remember, we are dealing with primary school students especially. Even adults, we need to inform them, okay, please get ready, tomorrow we're going to have this session, like how we were reminding each other, oh, we are going to have costume this week, so everybody have your costumes ready, everybody have your hats ready. So these are very simple housekeeping thing which we usually overlook, but that plays a very important role in the lesson. So my last week's lesson, I had these two things done. It was very successful. The children enjoyed the lesson, and they were really, really interactive. But still, I had 2 or 3 who came online without having this. I said, never mind, 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Do you have a spare paper, And I even showed them my notebook. Okay, take the notebook, and I drew right in front of them. Take a pencil. Okay, a tick there and a cross here. Okay, just tear it into half, and they have the paper. So that is one. Another thing I love to use, I don't have it now, is colored balls. Okay, the colored sponge balls. Okay, so whenever they are able to answer, like now I can see saw on the screen. Okay, so yeah, I will tell. All right, okay, I'm going to ask question to Saw. Saw, can you turn on your camera? So Saw will be visible. They know. The rest, when I'm asking question to Saw, the rest of them will turn off the camera. They know, because they have been trained that way. So we will be literally, everyone will have Saw on the screen focused. And I will ask him the question. Then he knows that we are asking him question, and he's ready. When I'm asking question and he's able to answer, usually I have the colored balls. If let's say it's a correct answer for the first time itself, he's able to answer, the green color ball carries 10 points. Okay, and it comes, I need to give him some clues to help him out. Okay, he needs some assistance, some supports. Then he's able to answer. Is a blue color ball. So the blue color ball denotes 5 points. And if the answer is wrong, okay, red. Okay, so what I'll do, okay, we'll come back to you. So since it's a small class, I'm able to go back to the particular child that could not answer, to make the child feel that, okay, he is also able to answer. I'll pose a very simple, easy question. Okay, and again, the same cycle will go on with the colored balls. These colored balls I've used in the classroom in conventional teaching. That means my daily teaching in the class, I will have the net full of a ball that I carried into the class, and I have one horn, the bicycle horn, which I took out from my son's tricycle, which I'll carry into the class. Then I will have whistle. So I will alternate this thing monthly so that they don't get bored with it. So they know, okay, when the ball comes in today, we're going to have Q&A session. So I was thinking very hard on it. How are we going to have this kind of activities during Google Meet? Because we are all seated and facing the screen. So then I still use this small frame that you can see me through. And I brought the conventional thing into Google Meet. So I am actually adapting the conventional method into something that you can use on Google Meet, which is more, how do I say, more to online kind of things. Another thing is about this kind color papers. Okay, so color papers, I just manipulate this to the max that I can. Okay, so color papers, some will be for answering questions, yes or no. Okay, agree, disagree. So I will set the colors for the day. Okay, today green will be agreeing, and this will be for purple for disagreeing. So whatever that I can handpick and start using, I will actually use that. Okay, just give me a second. All right, so one thing is for answering questions by using this. All right, okay, I'm having some. All right. Okay, so that will be one of it. Another thing is time setting. Okay, time setting when we are conducting lesson, because one thing you definitely can use your phone. Okay. Okay. Um,
Okay, I think Akka is settling something. Something happened. Yeah, I also was asking what just happened. But never mind, just to fill in. I guess it's how you set the tone of your lesson. Actually, how you mold them. Okay, how to come into the class, how you gonna teach on that day. So dia dah faham. You set. Pautan kita mana ni? Siapa buat pautan? Alright, so okay. Oh yeah, Kak Premani. Alright, so Kak lupa. So cakap Kak Premani, dia kirim salam dengan semua orang. Hari ni dia tak boleh join. Okay, 2 kali dah dia ponting kita punya slot. Hari ni dia ada kelas tuition. So malam ni dia ada kelas tuition. Alright, so I think Kak Prema tadi ni. That one I think just go frozen dah kot.
Dah masuk.
Dia ada account tu. I think dia tak boleh nak ni.
Tanjung Bunga is having this problem.
This one is clearer. I like the phone, Kak.
Yeah, this is on the phone. So I always
You have to leave the one in the laptop. If not, it will be echoing like this.
I am trying to. Okay, I think should be okay now.
Yep, better.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the other thing that I used to use is this. Okay, to set the time. So children usually love this when I hold it, and then usually what I'll do, I'll focus the camera onto this, and I'll set it on the table. Okay. So when they look at it, as much as the sun is moving towards the bottom, and they see the time is running out for them to answer. So this will actually spice up your Q&A session, or even task. Okay, yeah. Like the other day, once I gave them listening task. Yeah, hourglass. Of course, not hourglass shape I'm talking about. It's the hourglass activity. So All right. So when I put this, and usually I'll, okay, yes, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. I am very much a visual person. But you have different colors, pink, green, and so on. So what I'll do is that I'll pick up this kind of things when I go shopping. So when I see anything like this, it just catches my eyes, and I'll bring. I do not know the usage, but what I'll do, I'll be looking at it. Okay, how can I use this in the class? This looks pretty. This looks interesting. Children will love it. So I'll bring back, and then as I look at it, and I'll be thinking how to incorporate in the lessons and all those things, and suddenly somewhere along the way some idea will click, and then you'll start. And this is like when they're answering questions, is very interesting, because you can't afford to have, yeah, that's right, Roger. You can't afford to have like 10 minutes given for one Q&A session. So when you move this, you are giving pressure to the child to answer the question without the child knowing you are putting or you're applying pressure. But this is like, what kind of pressure we are talking about? Fun kind of a pressure, because it's like it's visual. They can see the thing moving, and it also tells them in a way, oh, I got to rush, okay, without feeling the pressure. Okay, come, what is the answer? You can't answer this, you have to move on to the next person, and all these things. Okay. Okay, so these are the things actually that interest the child. And another thing that I have is this, the box. Okay, I have something inside now. This is actually a coin box. Okay, so whenever they are able to answer, okay, so what I'll do, I'll insert, okay, the coins inside here. If let's say for the day we are going to have 20 cent or 50 cent kind of coins, it's either the coins, or another thing that I used to have is this slot ticket that I prepare myself and I print, and I usually will have it. So if they're able to answer, they get 10 points. That the slot ticket will have 10 points, 20 points. So that is for that particular child. So every week, every lesson, I will choose like a couple of children who are always very quiet in the class to give them the booster. So and also like children that have been submitting the work, they have been who have been attending the classes without fail. So you acknowledge them. So when the points goes in here, I was giving them e-certificate based on the collection for the child under that age. And if not, if it is not the e-certificate, I have posted personal gifts to them, small tokens, So when they receive this through, the courier service and all the things, something arriving at home under their name and all the things, it's just a very small little token of appreciation for them. That really boosts them. And one of the activity that I usually do it during all my lessons is to choose the child that have been doing well for the week to be the main participant or the presenter for the next week's lesson. And I also will choose those that have been very quiet and very passive. But to the extent that once or twice she has attempted or whatever, as a token of appreciation, next week I'll put the child. But the teachers have to like do a little extra work. I will actually communicate with the parents. The parents are quite supportive for my class especially. So when I call them and inform, okay, tomorrow we're going to do this activity. Can I have, okay, Izofi to come up? And I played the dress up kind of activity, which we did during our language arts session with my children the other day for another topic. It wasn't a language art, listening and speaking activity. So these two children who was chosen, they have to have their gadgets. I asked them what they have for the games, like, outdoor activities. They had hockey stick and they had badminton. So first they will give clue by moving, and then they will show little by little of whatever they have. It's not like the whole visual thing. It's just, sneaking in slowly, and the rest will start guessing. And from there, we will actually move on to the lesson and the content of the thing. Okay, these are a few things that you can actually do during your Google Meet, but you don't need too much of sophisticated gadgets or whatever. It's just a very simple piece of papers or things that household things that you have at home, which you can actually adopt and adapt accordingly. All right. I guess that's all for today. So any questions so far?
Okay, any
Any questions?
questions? Senyap je lah semua orang.
Okay, I should have put this yes or no part from this.
I think kan Akak Prema is the kind of person bila dia pergi shopping mall or and anywhere, bila dia tengok something, katalah dia tengok benda ni kan, lepas tu nanti dia fikir apa dia boleh buat dalam kelas dia with this. I think she's that type of person. Even with measuring tape ke, now you all mesti tertanya kenapa ada banyak benda depan I. Measuring tape nanti dia mesti dia fikir apa dia boleh buat dengan measuring tape with her own English class. Oh, Kak Azia pun sama. Betul tak? I think at one point I pun macam tu juga actually. I was like that. And anywhere I go, when I see stuff, especially macam bentuk fruits ke apa, even though I ajar secondary, the form ones, it would be very, very interesting for them. Okay, so apa tu tadi tu? The time tu, apa tu panggil tadi? Alah, lupa dah I.
Hourglass.
The hourglass tu. That one is very interesting. And then now dia ada macam-macam bentuk, betul tak? And it comes in colours as well. Very, very, very interesting.
Another thing is the snow globe. You shake it.
Yes.
Down, you ask them to answer the question. So they will be like, okay, rushing to figure out what's the answer, what to answer, that will be quite interesting actually. I used to use the snow globe as well.
Okay. So today Madam Prema Show has a lot of bubbles that interesting. Yes. Dia orang dah lama-lama ni pian dia macam I think macam I juga, dia kena ada something yang nak attract our pupils to actually
we are not a very routine person, Pian. We need something new every day. So that's the thing that pushes us to go and explore this kind of things.
Yes, interesting. Azia, I was captivated by in the mall. Okay, very fruitful session tonight. Thank you for sharing, Kak Prema. Actually, it's sort of like adding more ideas into our heads. So what we can do for our online teaching. Betul tak? Okay. So we're gonna end the session. We're gonna wait for Pautun by Kak Premani, and I think I would like to share probably half an hour. I tak tahu kalau I share dengan nanti ambil banyak, nanti I tinggal 15 minit je. So I duk terfikir juga I nak share dengan siapa slot malam tu. Probably kita boleh buat 1.5 you dengan I will do something on video clips yang I pernah guna masa I awal mengajar dulu actually. Miro tu betul. Okay. So maybe kita boleh go into that lah. Nanti
ada siapa-siapa guna Miro dengan Buddha tak?
No, I tried. I explored the thing on my own.
Okay.
But it's quite interesting.
I want to see if it's usable or is easy to use with all the kids. That day I tried once. Oh my goodness. Dia guna telefon tu, dia alih they move my sticky notes everywhere. I don't know. Is my problem or their problem? I don't know.
They are very dia nak try. Dia tahu benda tu boleh buat, dia akan buat.
It's something like Jamboard where you use the sticky note. Then if you share it, you let them not as a viewer, as an editor, so they can do whatever. They will start messing around whatever you have actually placed.
I rasa Pian dia susah sikit sebab student dia kawasan student dia tinggal tu. That's why dia tak boleh nak explore banyak sangat. Azia, I don't know. Sama ada dia boleh try ataupun tak and tu dengan student dia. So it depends also where your students are. Not kat mana kita tu satu. That's the main. Our students pula, betul tak? Okay, so we have to take into account of many things actually before we plan out our lesson. All right, so we will have 2 more coming out, Pautun and Miro 2 and My Slot. My Slot will be quite cacang merbah macam Kak Prema juga, because I have tried out and it works and I think it's interesting. Okay, how to use movie clips and so on, and how to link it to listening and speaking punya component. Alright, so thank you very much. Okay, nak cover juga Kak. I will try to squeeze it in, yeah. Okay, so because at the same time I was invited to be the keynote speaker in GPEX punya webinar. So I am preparing for that as well.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. Dapat rezeki kali ni untuk keynote speaker. So hopefully all of us, all my master trainers nanti masuk, jangan lupa, is on the 25th and 26th of October. So I'm preparing the slides as well lah. Okay. Alright. So okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Great sharing.
Gambar.
Okay, we will stop recording. Thank you. We will see you in Chit Chat Ang Moh 9. Okay?
Gambar.
Thank you for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe to our channel.